For fans of Kawasaki's dual sport heritage, the name Tengai brings back strong memories. First introduced in the late 1980s, the Tengai was essentially a more rally-style version of the legendary KLR 650, complete with Dakar-inspired bodywork and long-distance capability. It was Kawasaki's way of giving the KLR a little extra flair at a time when adventure bikes were just starting to carve their own space in the market. Today, whispers of a potential Kawasaki KLR 700 Tengai have enthusiasts buzzing. Could the green team be gearing up for a comeback? The KLR 650 has been a faithful workhorse for decades, and even in its modern form it's still true to its original mission: reliable, simple, and affordable adventure travel. Powered by its long-serving 652 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine, the latest KLR makes around 40 horsepower and just under 40 pound-foot of torque. It's enough for highway cruising and plenty capable off-road, but compared to today's middleweight adventure machines, the numbers do look a bit dated. That's where the idea of a 700 cubic centimeters version comes into play. If Kawasaki were to bump the displacement to around 700 cubic centimeters, we could reasonably expect a healthy boost in power and torque. Speculation suggests something in the ballpark of 55 to 60 horsepower and closer to 45 pound-foot of torque, enough to make the KLR far more competitive against bikes like Yamaha's Tenere 700 or Honda's Transalp 750. It wouldn't just be about raw numbers either. A stronger motor would give the bike better highway legs, while still delivering the off-road grunt KLR fans depend on. Now, let's talk design. Because if the concept images we've seen are anything to go by, the KLR 700 Tengai wouldn't just be about performance. The render takes heavy inspiration from the original Tengai, with its bold rally fairing and unmistakable retro Kawasaki racing colors: blue, green, and white. The tall windscreen, extended side panels, and squared-off fairing give it that classic Dakar silhouette, while modern touches like LED lighting and improved ergonomics hint at a proper update for today's adventure riders. Under the skin, we'd likely see the same rugged philosophy Kawasaki has always applied to the KLR line. A steel frame for durability, long travel suspension with enough adjustability to handle loaded touring or aggressive off-road use, and a big fuel tank to keep the miles rolling. Add in spoked wheels with proper off-road rubber, a skid plate, and handguards, and the package feels rally-ready right out of the crate. If Kawasaki really wanted to hit it out of the park, they'd throw in some modern electronics, switchable ABS, traction control, maybe even riding modes, but without losing that simple, go-anywhere DNA. It's worth noting that Kawasaki has been on a roll lately with revitalizing classic names and updating their lineup to compete globally. The adventure bike market is hotter than ever, and with Yamaha and Honda dominating the midweight segment, Kawasaki would be wise to bring something fresh to the fight. The KLR 700 Tengai wouldn't just be a nod to history, it would be a statement that Team Green is still serious about adventure.